All right. Hi, I'm Mike from Design Extensions. In this short webinar, we're going to cover some simple ways that you can use Google Analytics to help improve your business's profits and efficiency. What is Google Analytics? Google Analytics is a free piece of software from Google that allows you to understand how traffic interacts with your website. It helps you understand what pages on your website are working and making you money, while also identifying those that need help or are broken. So as we start, we're going to assume three things. 1, your website is already built. 2, you have Google Analytics installed. And 3, you have no idea how to use it.
Cuckoo! Hi, cuckoo!
I get it, there's a lot of information in there, and it can definitely be overwhelming. So if you don't look at anything, make sure you look at these 3 things. And don't forget to hang around until the end, where we'll even give you a bonus tip on how you can help improve your rankings within the search engines. So the first tip is understanding where your traffic comes from. Within Google Analytics, that's called channels or sources. And to see that, you would come over from your home screen to Acquisition, and then Overview. The list at the bottom is going to give you those channels and sources. For the most part, every business will have a similar breakdown of these channels and sources, but it could change depending on your marketing. For example, organic search is how people naturally find your business's website through search engines like Google or Bing. Direct traffic would be people typing in your website address directly. Social, of course, is anything coming from your social media profiles. And referral is kind of like a digital word of mouth. And this is where you can find other websites that are sending traffic to your website. To get a little bit more information about who those websites are or any of these other channels, all you have to do is click on that channel, for example here, referral, and now we can see the other websites that are sending traffic to our website, how they're interacting with our website, and if they're converting at all. So to recap, tip number 1, know where your traffic is coming from, which leads us to tip number 2, is know what they're doing while they're on your website. So first, what you need to understand is where that traffic is landing on your website. And to see that, you would go under Behavior, Site Content, and Landing Pages. Landing pages is just a fancy term for the first page that someone sees when they first get to your website. This is important because now you can prioritize any website updates by pages that get more traffic than others. Here, when you click on landing pages, you can actually see a breakdown of which pages are the most popular first page for someone to see. Conversely, you can also see the last page. And this is important because the last page, or the exit page that somebody leaves on, tells you on whether or not they took a favorable action, or they converted, or they contacted you, or filled out a form, or something like that. Or they just left your website altogether. And now you can find out if there's any holes in your marketing, or are there any weak pages on your website that need updating because people land on it, don't find what they want, or can't find what they need to do, and they just leave your website. Tip number 3 is measuring your website's or marketing success via goals within analytics. Now you can find goals in a couple different areas. Under conversions, you can see goals and overview. Now at this point, you may or may not have goals set up within Google Analytics, and that's a pretty simple process as well. You would come down to the admin area, and you would click on goals. And this is where you can set up those desirable actions, whether it's someone calling you, submitting a form, or even an e-commerce transaction. So once you have your basic goals completed and you're understanding what channels and sources are converting best for you, or maybe you're understanding what web pages need more work, now you can get a little more creative with new goals, such as how long someone spends on your website, how many pages they visit, or even if they download a PDF. And by understanding what's working, you now know where to focus your time and money when it comes to your marketing efforts. And now my bonus tip. Website load speed. A poor or a slow load time could mean that someone leaves your website before it even loads. And sometimes Google will even penalize your website for being slow. So you need to make sure that you can monitor and do things to your website that help it load faster and quicker for your users. And you can actually find some of that information within Google Analytics. So when you come over to behavior, you'll actually see that there's a category here for site speed, and then you can click on overview. Overview here will show you how quickly your website loads in different website browsers. So here we can see Firefox, Safari, Chrome, Edge, and the average load time in seconds for each. And what this does is it can give you an idea on where you need to optimize your website so that it does load faster and gives people a better user experience. Now, I know I've given you a lot of information in a short amount of time, and again, I completely understand there's a lot of data and information within Google Analytics, and a lot of people just don't have the time to handle it. The great thing is Design Extensions has been doing this for 20 years, and we love helping businesses just like yours grow every single day. So if you need some more information, please reach out, contact us today. Usually I could talk all day.